Oh, hello, Steven. Where are you from?
I'm from South Korea.
What is the most shock culture have you seen in here? Compare.
I think so many LGBT people in Vietnam.
Really? Like, what are the scale? Like, much more than Korea?
Yeah, much more than Korea. Actually, there are few LGBT people in Korea than Vietnam.
You have any experience about that? Like a memory? Can you tell me a bit about a story? How can this be a shockest thing?
When I went to the cafe, some lady boys make wink to me.
Wink to you.
Yeah, so I felt nervous. I felt weird. But I respect LGBT people. But I'm not used to hang out with LGBT people.
I see. So is that like a minus point or like is it okay for Vietnam or is it like a minus point?
It's okay, not minus point. It's so marvelous. It's just feature of Vietnam's culture.
Right, so is there any experience beside the LGBT?
Actually, a few minutes ago, some lady boys make a wink to me at her. Yeah.
I bet that you're handsome in here.
Thank you.
Beside from the LGBT, is there any more to say? Like, is there any more experience? Like, is there any more? Like traffic or like the people here or...
Shock point of Vietnam culture?
Yeah.
When I came Vietnam's worst, I saw so many motorcycles on the road. I felt scary because the traffic looks dangerous for people. But I think Vietnamese motorcycle skill is very good. Movie stuntman. So nowadays I felt okay about Vietnamese traffic.
How is that compared to Korea?
Korea, there are not many motorcycles on the road, just car or big truck. Korea people don't usually push bang bang boom boom, but Vietnam people usually do this bang bang boom boom.
Noisy, right?
Noisy, yeah.
I see. Well, thank you for your answer today. Nice to meet you, Steven. Where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
What is the first culture shock experience you have in Vietnam?
Probably the most shock moment here was traffic. I still need to get used to it. Even when you cross the road, you are crossing like, alright, probably I'm gonna die right now.
Is it all?
That is why I just close my eyes and just go forward.
Close your eyes and go forward. Or you might hit the trick, right?
Yeah,
you might hit the tree there.
One guy told me that when you cross the road, just feel the moment and then cross. When you cross other people, they just try to avoid you and it's fine. Yeah, so probably that's the most shocking moment for me. It's local traffic.
Yeah.
The traffic is crazy.
The culture comparing to Russia in your hometown.
If you speak about traffic in my country, people usually drive more carefully. But the fun thing here is that even though they drive carefully, car accidents are more often there than here. Yeah, I don't know why.
For one.
I don't know why, but yeah, usually people, they can drive whatever they want, but car accidents are quite rare to see here. I don't know why. How it's possible, I don't know. Speaking of cultural moments and mentality, in my country people, they are more serious. Usually when you walk around the street, they have serious faces. Even though if you smile them, just because they don't know you too much, they can keep their serious face. But here, if you smile to another people, to another person, they can smile to you in return and it's fine, it's good. But I really like people here. What I notice, Vietnamese people, they really like karaoke. Because every evening, I can hear some voices from other places, like singing. And I was like, all right, probably they really like it too much. Karaoke is also popular in Russia, but maybe not so much as in Vietnam.
What do you think about the price for that thing? Acceptable? Is it affordable? Like, is it scale?
Yeah, the prices are very affordable comparing to Russia, definitely. Especially if we compare to Moscow. And Moscow is a bit expensive city, so that is why living here is more affordable for me than living in Moscow. But if we compare London, for example, oh my god.
Oh yeah, I know the price are crazy there. Everything there is crazy.
You just need to sell your kidney just to drink a cup of coffee. I don't know.
Right, Vem, so where you from?
I'm from Hong Kong.
What's the shockest thing you have experienced in Vietnam?
Right off my mind, I can think of two things. First, the Vietnamese girls. They are all very beautiful. I cannot think of anywhere that I can see many beautiful girls everywhere, just everywhere. Second, I think the price of like entertainment, right? You can have very cheap. Also, you can have expensive amount in a bar or something. Some bar here are very foreigner orientated. I think it's very expensive, even for a foreigner, for someone come from Hong Kong.
Yeah, what more expensive you found here?
I think it's alcohol. Alcohol.
Alcohol.
No,
alcohol.
if you go to a bar or something, you can spend a fortune in just a few hours.
What do you think about the car price here?
I'm not very educated on this topic, but like you just told me, like a basic Toyota Camry is cost 50,000 USD here, right?
Yeah, 50,000. Yeah, 50 grand.
I think it's very expensive. I can get the cheaper brand new Toyota Camry in Hong Kong, like 40,000, just 40,000 in Hong Kong. I think it's very overpriced here.
So what about, beside from the car, what do you think about the estate price here?
Property.
Like comparing to Hong Kong?
Hong Kong is ridiculous. Hong Kong, it will be much expensive. Hong Kong is almost like a rich area in America. The price is very expensive. So I do not think that we should compare the price with Hong Kong. Hong Kong, like an apartment maybe costs like 500,000 USD for an apartment.
How you guys can scale it? Do you think that it's scale with the average salary here? Because in Vietnam, our average salary is about 7 to 8 million. Sometimes it could be dropped to 6. What do you think about that?
I think with that kind of income is unaffordable for majority of Vietnamese here. I think this is crazy. The price of property compared to the Vietnamese average income is ridiculous. Maybe but because it's Ho Chi Minh City, I believe in other provinces maybe would be much cheaper, but in Ho Chi Minh City it's very expensive.
What is your shockest experience in Vietnam?
I think the first thing that shocked me the most was the traffic. Like there's just so many people. Like in the US, it's all cars. Like it's not motorbikes. I'm not used to seeing so many motorbikes and just like so many people at once.
The most mindful experience about traffic. Yeah, like get hit by a car or something.
Luckily, I have not been hit by a car, but I do drive here. I drive a motorbike. Driving home for the first time in like pouring down rain on a motorbike, that was definitely my most memorable. With traffic, it was crazy and it was raining and hard to see. So that was crazy.
Wait, how do you see about the flow of traffic?
It's kind of bad.
Tell me, how bad?
It just seems to get stuck really often. You know, like sometimes the traffic moves fine and it's okay, but when it gets stuck, like it gets stuck really badly and like everyone is just driving where they can. Yeah, so going through like traffic like that, sometimes when I'm driving to work, it will get like really stuck and you just have to go between the cars.
Oh yeah. You have to snuck in through the weave.
So that's kind of chaotic, but I don't know. I think some foreigners don't like driving because of that, but I think driving here is kind of fun because of that.
It's completely random and chaotic.
Yeah, it's a little different, but yeah, you definitely have to be really careful when you drive here, and like especially foreigners should drive like really slowly.
What about you?
Yeah, like how developed Ho Chi Minh is. Like I love how the fancy building, that's like amazing. Like I wasn't aware. I thought Vietnam is kind of like, you know, but it's so good. Like everything just amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. You see, like we are more development than you thought, like in your imagine.
Yes, definitely. Because I also went to Hanoi and then I realized Ho Chi Minh is so much better. It's so much more international. Nice park, landmark, 81, all that.
Where are you from?
France.
What is the first culture shock in Vietnam you have, and like can you give me a little bit of like a life experience about that?
I think is the girls, of course, because there is very difference between the two kind of girls. There is very shy. It's very different. In France, is not the same. We talk a lot. We dance in the bar. I have never seen nobody dance in the bar.
Yeah.
And so in France, everybody dance. So it's really different here.
What do you think? Like, what is the difference there? Like, that is the difference. But what do you think? How is that different coming from?
We dance all the night. Maybe at 6 a.m. The club closes at 2 p.m. That is really different. I think I prefer in France. Here's good. What's the name of the world here at Ho Chi Minh?
This road here?
No, the world with many clubs, many bars.
Oh, it's Bùi Viện.
Yes.
Yeah. What about the price there? Like, do you think the price is a bit pricey, like compared to French?
I think the hotel is really low. In France, is maybe 50 euro for one night minimum. But in Paris, it's 100. It's really different, but and the food here is very, very low and very good.